Thank you, Sarah. We're here today to stand with those in our global family who are victims of genocide, and some who continue to be victimized as we assemble here today. This past Monday, we as a nation were jolted by the senseless hate and murder that was unleashed on the Virginia Tech campus. We saw horror overtake a small community, and we grieve with our countrymen and women. Unfortunately, killings like this continue to happen around our planet, and often these atrocities are systematically planned to extinguish a national, ethnic, racial, or religious community. I want to take one full minute of silence today as we contemplate the horror of being hunted and exterminated by other humans. Imagine for a moment you and your family are being hunted. It may be for your beliefs, it may be for your skin color, it may be because of your cultural background. You'll be rounded up and humiliated, you'll be sexually assaulted, and eventually your entire family and community will be murdered. Let's take a moment to contemplate this scenario. So my name is Dan Holcomb, as Sarah said. I'm not a Sudanese by nationality, if any of you guys were wondering. But I lived in the southern Sudanese town of Juba as a child. Some of my earliest memories were seeing tanks roll down the streets in military processions, tracer bullets filling the night sky, and a jet fighter crashing near my friend's house as I watched from the schoolyard. This was the 1980s when the Sudanese government was fighting against their own people. The United States has accused the government of Sudan of genocide during this period in the South since 1983. Men, women, and children were dismembered, raped, and slaughtered. Villages were razed and people were driven out as refugees. I saw the effects of this as a small boy. I saw the starving bodies, the white UN tents, and the government military machine operating with cruel intentions. And I've committed my life now to caring for the vulnerable left behind after the ghastly hand of evil engulfed southern Sudan. I spent last Christmas with my friends, the beautiful innocent orphans of the South. The Jewish scriptures tell us to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who need an advocate. And that is why I continue to represent the people of Sudan, and that's why I'm here tonight, to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. We have gathered tonight for the same reason. We stand here to remember those who cannot speak for themselves. We are here for justice and equality. We are here for peace. We're here to join voices in community to oppose those who are driven to evil acts. Genocide is as ancient as human history. For as long as we can remember, people groups have been exterminating people groups. But with modern technology, the horrific potential for destruction is much greater, and with modern media, it has become increasingly harder to feign ignorance. The Nyamata Mission Church lies in central Rwanda. It was on that spot on April 14th, 1994, just over 13 years ago from today, that 10,000 men, women, and children were packed together for protection. They were members of the Tutsi tribe, and they were seeking protection from the steel machetes and neighbors who were glazed over with hate. Over the next 5 days, these people were tortured, raped, and killed, neighbors killing neighbors. Murderers hacking people to death who had just days earlier sat in the same church pews. By the time the genocide in the country was over, the church was a sepulcher of random bones. I walked through Nyamata in 2005. The oppressive evil still lingered in the former holy space, and the sickening odor hovered in the poorly constructed racks, housing the bones in a dark underground room. Over the door of the church is written in the local language, "If you know me and you know yourself, how can you kill me?" This was spoken by a victim to his attacker. "If you know me and you know yourself, how can you kill me?" We did nothing as a nation in 1994 for the Rwandan people, and we did nothing as an international community. Even more heart-wrenching for me personally was that my faith community, the Christian church, did nothing to prevent the atrocities. The Catholic Church has even been accused of sanctioning killings in their own buildings. Sadly, these scenarios have littered the past century and continue to plague us today. The Armenian genocide, the Holocaust, the genocides in Cambodia, Uganda, Bosnia, and now Darfur are stains on our collective conscience. We must stop today and question why this continues. And we must take steps to ensure that our sad past does not repeat itself in the future. Our first step is to seek knowledge and reprogram our minds. I believe that each of us, regardless of skin color, belief, age, gender, or any other classification, is inherently valuable. I believe this value was given to us by our Creator. To see ourselves as one family is essential. The Rwandan Genocide Memorial at Nyamata states, "If you know me and you know yourself, how can you kill me?" To know our neighbors needs to go beyond being conscious of their presence and on to the reality that we are one interlocked family unit with each member holding value and potential. Our second step is forgiveness. The Jewish Rabbi Yeshua advocated grace as a lifestyle. The scriptures tell us to forgive our enemies and to overcome evil with good. And to be honest, I don't know how to implement this in daily life. But I do know that our posture and mind should be bent on forgiveness. Our dispensation should be toward grace instead of hatred and retribution. We acknowledge tonight that the Arab government of Sudan has committed horrific crimes. But our revulsion should be toward the attitudes and actions of this mechanism, rather than toward the people group. I know and love many Arab people. The Arab Sudanese are our family, and we must be humans of grace rather than of hate. Our third step is dialogue. Polarization happens in politics, religion, and economics. We gravitate toward what feels safe and familiar. But we must all break the walls of our self-constructed ghettos and speak with those who are different from us. We need to talk through differences. We need to share food and culture. We need to visit each other's houses of worship. We need to become vulnerable through dialogue to avoid this frightening polarization. Our fourth step is remembrance. As time beats its drum, we cannot become victims to revisionists and the hate of our ancestors. Tonight we act this out as a human family taking part in Genocide Awareness Week. On Sunday, the candles of the Yad Vashem Holocaust Museum in Israel were lit once again so as not to forget the past. This past week, the Rwandans also laid out purple ribbons. We need to erect those memorials in our paths so as not to repeat the sins of our fathers. Our fifth step is action. Friends, I look out today and I see so many wonderful faces. Faces of value, potential, history, and beauty. United tonight, we must move beyond mourning our past and wringing our hands over the historical lack of action. We must squarely face this evil and safeguard those in our global family who need our immediate protection. We have heard the words, "never again," and "not on our watch." But now it's time to stand up and become the change we envision. It will take research, risk, and sacrifice, but look around. Aren't our neighbors worth it? So I ask tonight, if we know each other, how can we continue to let these atrocities continue? Let us speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Let us march. Let us alert our leaders. Let us be ready to travel and become one with those in harm's way. Let us act with courage tonight, and let us not be lulled back to sleep. Thank you.